Hello and welcome to another episode of Fakespotting. Now I get a lot of messages asking me whether a shirt someone is buying on eBay or Vinted, whether it's legit or not. So in this series, I'll be giving you some tips and tricks on what to look out for each shirt specifically.
I can teach you how to bewitch the mind and ensnare the senses.
In this episode, we will be focusing on Liverpool's 2001 away shirt made famous by our incredible FA Cup final win from our fantastic treble season.
Berger. Oh, and Owen will brush past Dixon. Cross comes Adams. Owen! Absolutely magnificent.
These can be quite expensive, but I've seen a lot around £50 to £70, so they can be picked up for a relatively good price.
How much? You've got to be joking. No concessions for senior citizens.
Now, as we know, there are plenty of websites based overseas that can offer you a version of this shirt at a much lower price, around £12, which is obviously a lot cheaper.
Okay, I'm sorry for the interruption, but before anyone thinks I'm saying you're wrong for buying a fake or counterfeit football shirt, I'm not. It's completely up to you. We live in a world where every penny counts and times are hard for so many of us. But with the price of football shirts these days, it's no wonder so many of us are turning to these websites. So who cares where you get the shirt, right? It's all about supporting your team. But there are many people out there who do want to buy the real authentic shirts, and they do get scammed online with the fakes. So that's all these videos are. They're there to help those that can't tell the difference and they need the help. So anyway, that's enough from me, and back to me with the rest of my tips.
But what should you look out for? Well, first up, if the photos show that FA Cup final commemorative stitching on the shirt, then right away I'll be pretty sure it isn't legit. Why? Well, most of the websites that supply the fakes will put this on the shirt. So right away, that's a real giveaway. But if you need to do more investigating, then look at the sleeves. Does it have the AXA FA Cup patches? If it does, then I would add another tick in the fake box. In 2001, sleeve patches for cup games weren't available from retailers, so it's unlikely that a real shirt will have these on.
It can't be like this.
It is this way, man. I'm sorry I exposed you to it, but it is. It's ugly.
Number 3, the name set. As I've said in previous videos, if the name on the back is plastic and shiny in the photos, then it will be fake. In 2001, flock and felt lettering was widely used on these shirts. Number 4, Hydra Move. The authentic Reebok shirts have a Hydra Move branding print on the shirt sleeve. If this is missing, then it'll most likely be fake. Over time, the Hydra Move transfer may have come off, but it does work out because if you add up the other tips, the math does work out.
Dude, I almost had you.
The Reebok typeface logo on the authentic will appear wider than that of the fake, and pay attention to the R, E and O especially. The main gold colour of the shirt on the authentic one will be a slightly darker, as the shirt is quite a popular one sold in the counterfeit world. So it does take a good eye to spot it, but the colour on the authentic one is darker than that of its fake counterpart. But what could help is the square pattern. As you can see, on the fake one there is a square pattern on the shirt which is more striking than the authentic one. The authentic one doesn't really have a square pattern so striking. So in my theory, if you can see this square pattern in the photos, which to be honest sometimes you can, then I'd be very cautious, because if that square pattern is quite predominant in the photos, then more likely it's going to be a fake one.
Well, it's not very good, is it?
Most of the time it'll have those FA Cup elements onto it, so it is easy to spot the fake one. But do double check, and if in doubt, do reach out to me.
Thank you.
So that's it for another episode of Fakespotting. If you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments below. Everyone like and subscribe and do all that other stuff that everyone says. Don't get caught offside buying a fake, and I'll catch you on the next episode. In this episode, we'll be focusing on Liverpool's 2001 away shirt, made famous by our 2001 FA Cup final win